Welcome to this episode of Rebelle Revealed. In this episode we're going to continue to paint our house with watercolor paint, and I'm going to do the house itself now actually. Well, not the whole house, but I'm going to focus on the bricks in this episode. Well, let's dive right into this episode and start painting. Before I'm starting to paint the house, I want to add some masking fluid to make it myself easy so that I can paint relatively quick and easy and skip some parts which I don't want to paint for now. And what I'm going to do for that, I'm going to add a new layer first of all, and really doesn't matter where I put this layer. Let's see, we've got our sketch on top, that is here. This is the sketch right there, and we're going behind the plants. So what I'm going to do at the bottom, I'm just going to add right there a new layer, and I'm going to pick the marker for that, bullet marker, set it on full opacity. I'm going to pick a black color. I'm still using the same color set, the house color set I created from the photo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint in these parts which I don't want to have any of the color of the house on. So that would be the windows. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually create a few layer masks. And I'm starting with the windows. Now I may want to zoom in for this so that I can see really what I'm doing. I'm going to undo this. I'm going to pause for now the engine, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint in every window on this layer. There you go. I'm basically going to do that with each layer, with each window on this layer. That's not good. That's right. I want to do it a bit nicer than that. And I'm basically going to do each window like that. And once I've done each layer, I'm going to add now a new layer. And on that layer, I'm going to hide this for now. I'm going to actually do all of the woodwork. So that would be this going around. This would be woodwork. This is stone again, so I don't want to do that. And these sides are, and the top is woodwork. And I want to preserve these parts and making sure the paint doesn't go in. Now the other way, like I did it last time, you could do too, just start painting and start erasing where you've gone over, and probably that might be the faster way to do this actually. So that could be a way to do this and do everything. Or what we could do is just start painting and then we're gonna erase everything, and probably that might be a lot quicker. Now to set this to a masking, a fluid, is I've got these two now. So let's say I've painted all of them in. Then I tap on the M and set mask opaque, and it will preserve this layer and it will preserve this layer, both of them at mask opaque. And if I now add a layer under it or on top of it, doesn't really matter. This is going to be my painting layer. I'm going to switch to the painting brush. I'm going to set the engine on again. I'm going to pick my brick color. I think I'm going to go for this lighter brick color and do everything with that. And if I start painting over it, and I have to imagine of course that I haven't done all of that, I have done all of that, then it will preserve these parts and it will save me some erasing. The other way, which I could do this, is of course, I could just paint nicely, and since there isn't much to paint, I think that might be the quicker way for this one. So I'm going to clear this layer for now. And no, I'm going to leave those layers on, that's okay. So I think I'm quicker off painting, and what I'm using is just a round brush, regular round brush. I'm setting it on a reasonably high size. The opacity is 100% and I've got it on 43% water. Now if I go over it now again, it's going to do that next color and I don't want that. So I'm going to erase all of this and I'm basically going to paint in the house and try to do this without actually lifting the pencil. And under there I want some too. I want the same color there, and later on I'll determine which colors. And as you can see right there, it's not going to paint there since there's that masking under it. So you could do all of those windows with masking, fluid, and even the sky, and then start painting. Or you can just do like I'm doing here. Paint it all and make sure you don't lift the pencil, since then it will put down a second layer right away. And as you can see, I still got this on a little bit outside there. On paint and mix on the second setting. You could do it on pure paint too. Now it mixes a little bit. If I change pressure a little bit, so press a little bit harder, it's going to do softer. If I press less hard, it's going to do less paint, and more hard, it's going to do more paint. Let me check, I missed some there. I think I've got everything. Yep, okay, now there is not perfect. So without pressing too much, very softly, I want to blend this in. And now I already done that too much, so I might take the mixing option and mix these two in. And there we go. So now I have to take the eraser and zoom in and start erasing where I don't want it. First I'm going to actually dry this layer. And probably because we're doing this in Rebelle, I may not even have to erase everything. So we're going to check that here. Here under here I've painted. So I need to find this part, and if I erase that, check what's going to happen. And erase there, actually nothing really. I am erasing, yes I am. Actually nothing is gonna happen really, because the colors aren't transparent. So I might save myself some time and leave it like this. Bit sloppy, I missed a part here. So I'm not pressing too hard so that I can mix this color in and check where I missed some parts. And there we go. And we got our basic house color. Oh, I missed quite some here too. I might set it on a bit higher so that this goes quicker. All right, good. And there we go. Let's check the whole drawing. See if I got everything. I pretty much have everything. This is woodwork. Right, I'm okay with this. Quite a strong color. And let's check the original photo. Well, as you can see, it has quite a strong color in it. Now, I'm not going to do all the white mortar in it. That will take ages. But I'm going to do some of these stones I have, and I'm going to give them a different color. So let me hide this. And what we could do if this is too strong, we could of course lower the opacity a little bit until I like it. But I might actually like this strong color on the house. It looks quite decent. Okay, I'm going for the next color, that really reddish color, and I'm going to paint some of these stones in. And I might do that on its separate layer. And since this is going to be very small work, I'm sticking to the round brush, but I might pause the engine for this so that I can stay accurate. Oh, the one thing I should do is erase this part later on, because this is very obvious. Let me do that right away. Huh? Let's get that eraser. I might get a regular eraser for this instead of the brush eraser. That goes quicker. That's the wrong button. Oh, help. There you go. This I'm not too worried about, I think. We're okay with this. Paint that over anyway, but on the sides, this of course, I'm not going to paint over again. So this I want to remove. How to do that a bit better than I'm doing that. There we go. Good. Here a little bit still. If it goes a little bit outside of the line, I don't mind. But if it goes that far as it does, I don't want that. All right. And I think that's about it, except for here. And there we go. All right, and now I can go back to that layer and do these stones, which I've done some of them there already. See, and that looks really nice, this color. So gotta have my brush back. I have it on 13. I gotta set it on paint and mix again. And what I'm gonna do is actually paint in each stone. And for now I'm just gonna paint everything with one color, and later on I'm gonna worry about whether I want some light shadow on it or not. And I'm gonna vary the darkness a little bit, so this stone here I could do nice and dark, giving it a couple of layers, and while these I'm only giving one layer actually. And basically that's what I'm going to do with all of these stones. Now I don't think you want to watch me painting all of them. Oh, check, do I have the, I might have this layer right under this blue one. I don't want that. So I'm going to move the blue layer under everything, and I'm going to restore this mistake here, just taking the mixer. No, it's not going to work, is it? Paintbrush, the right color again. And now I might blend this in. There you go. Do it slightly larger so that it blends in better. There we go. That's good. Let me save this. And now I'm going back to that stone layer, and on this layer I'm going to actually do all of the stones. Now these stones here, I'm going to do the same color actually. Now this is a different color. I'm checking the photograph. See, that's a lighter color, and in here too there's different colors. So there's black and yellow, and the bottom row is the same color, and it varies a little bit. And on the door, as you can see, there's different colors again, but this is all different, slightly different. I think they're supposed to be yellow and red, and we've got some yellow, so those I'm going to do different. So this I'm going to do with the same color. And this side then obviously too. And I'll get that slightly better. these stones, I gotta take this color probably. Yeah, that would work nicely for this. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. And these stones, what I'm gonna do, let's see, do I have a yellow even? I've got something like a yellow. No, that's not a yellow, so I gotta get myself a yellow color. Yellow and a black. Now I do have black. So some of these, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna alternate. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong. Let's start at the right spot for this. So I'm gonna start with a black one here. Then this will be a black one. Then this on here, top here, will be a black one. Then this is going to be a black one. This one is going to be a black one. This is going to be a black one. And that too, and so on, and so on. And what I need to do is I need to create my own yellow color. So I'm gonna move this into the yellow. I want a real yellow color. There you go. And the other stones. And I gotta switch to paint instead of paint and mix. I don't want to mix. I want to paint only. And I'm going to do it like this. Oh, this is yellow too then. So alternate that yellow like I've done the black. And a little bit there. And now I can go to the color set, take that black. And there we go, and that's the way I'm gonna do this house. And then take a look, see, that looks quite interesting, nice. And that's the way I'm gonna do the rest of the house too. So for this I'm gonna use that light brown color. For this I'm gonna use that, for the stones, the red brown color. And for this here I'm gonna use that light, it is a bit of a cream color for that, although that might be a bit lighter than that. So I might just take this white blue and see what's happening to that. That might be too bluish. Might want to erase. That's not a... Oh, and then you get the original color under it. All right, and let's try... Pure white is too white. Let's try this color. Oh yeah, that's better. So it's slightly on the green side. I think I do like this color. That's better. So I'm using that grayish, greenish color in the, well, it's actually in the yellow. See, that's good. Cream color for that. And those are the colors I'm going to use throughout the whole building, except for this line here. Let's check here too. Oh, that's a dark red line too. So I'm going to use the dark red bricks on that too. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do with this drawing. And once I'm done, I'll see you back.